So when it comes to deadlifting, you may have been told stand hip width apart, but you may not know what that actually means. So I'm Kim, I'm co-founder of Essential Strength. I run this place with my partner Adam, and combined we have 20 years of experience in the fitness industry. We coach strength training, we help people all the way from beginner lifters all the way through to competitive lifters. We notice this pattern a lot with people when it comes to deadlifting. What typically happens when we tell someone to stand hip width apart is they think about the entirety of the hips, this meaty part, and stand like that. But for a deadlift, it's not actually what we mean. When we say hip width apart, that should be you stand in line with your hips, as in line with your pelvis. So this is how a lot of people will lift. They'll try and deadlift like this. And it's just, you're just making everything a lot harder for yourself. Whereas if you think about the human skeleton, pelvis, protruding hip bones right there, feet directly underneath that. So there's my hip bones, knees, feet. That is hip width apart. And that is how most people are going to deadlift, like that. So even just then you can see how that's a lot easier. And some people will lift like this for years. Unfortunately, they'll even be coached and lift like that. But you don't need to go in this wide position unless you're just a much bigger build. You got a belly in the way. Yeah, you might have to go for more of this wider stance. So what a lot of people see is a strong man on the TV, pro strongman, who's like 6.5 foot, and they're gonna lift with a wider stance than the average person because they're a bigger person. Most people are not gonna lift like that. So when it comes to the actual lift, what will typically happen when someone is having this really wide stance is that bar's gonna be too far away from them. They typically grip wider. You're trying to grip like this, you're gonna be tilted very far forwards, or you're gonna go into more of a squat position. I've seen both, and it just doesn't make for a good deadlift. If you're changing something about your lift, I would film it, even if you're just setting your phone up against your water bottle on the floor, just to kind of see what everything's doing, what your body's doing. A lot of people will deadlift with quite poor mechanics. So when we're looking at stronger deadlift position, feet hip width apart, hands are typically going to be around shoulder width apart. So this is the same thing. Hands in line with your shoulder. When you're here, grip, pull, up. This is a conventional deadlift, by the way. It's going to be very different from a sumo deadlift. So you may have seen people do a sumo deadlift, which is going to be like this. So we don't want to make the mistake of trying to make your conventional deadlift sort of like a semi-sumo one. It's not really going to benefit you. So if this is you, try and change your stance. It's very likely that you'll notice the difference straight away. When we're coaching people, they don't realize they're doing this. They typically see the difference straight away and feel like it's a lot easier. So if you need help with this, if you comment stance, we'll send you over our guide about your deadlift setup. Have a go, make some changes, film it, let us know how you get on.